I'm Atul Kapoor, and I'm the Director of Risk Analytics and Modeling with Genworth Financial. So Genworth Financial is a provider of long-term care insurance and mortgage insurance. So I primarily focus on the U.S. side of the mortgage insurance business and responsible for risk models which are used for financial planning, for pricing, and capital planning. My background basically started working with the data and analytics from the time I came out of the college. And I really started in the credit card business. And that time, analytics was becoming very popular in the credit card business, especially on the direct marketing side of the business. And eventually, I came into the mortgage side of the business. And I found the mortgage side to be more challenging than the credit side. And the benefit of mortgage insurance is that you get to apply the banking side in terms of the mortgage as well as the insurance aspects of the business. Well, I think in terms of the analytics, I probably have not seen the amount of change that we're going through. One is the technology that is available, various analytical tools, and how to integrate them, that is just amazing. Innovation definitely is becoming a common theme in various insurance companies or even in the financial services. And I think it's coming, one, because of the large amount of data that is available. It is coming from small companies as well as big companies, and it is coming by way of new startups. So there's a lot of money that is going into the startups that are looking to disrupt the conventional way of doing things. We're always looking for the opportunities to bring in the efficiencies and get better at our processes that use the data and the analytics. So we are working with the traditional providers of that information as well as the new ones that are coming up, especially in the open source area. In terms of my interaction with the data analytics or other parts of the business, I do have increasing interaction with IT because of the help that we need in terms of managing data and integrating it and making it valuable for our business, as well as we are working extensively with our users. Our typical users used to be within risk or finance, but we are extending outward in terms of working with the commercial and operations part of the organization as well. So I think the best example of how we use the data for risk management is to come up with the likelihood that a borrower will not make a payment, what we call in the industry language as a default. And that is very critical for establishing our reserves. And it is very important for the planning, for the financial planning, as well as for how much capital do we need to hold. And that kind of information goes back into what price we need to charge on an insurance policy. I think there's a lot of opportunity that lies in there. I think it's kind of hard to make a prediction over next 12 or 24 months. I think the opportunity lies in how we can make investment and use the open source tools better. The opportunities that is available with the combination of the amount of data, technology, and ultimately making sense out of that could help the users who are actually very, very far or removed from these kind of things that I've been talking about. So I think what motivates me is really how do you make it beneficial for our ultimate users and the stakeholders. Risk management was not the area I was trying to go in. And, think about this. I don't think, at least as far as I know, there's a degree in undergraduate in risk management. Typically, when students are thinking about a degree in college, they're thinking of common disciplines, marketing, accounting, finance, and so on. But I think what attracts people toward risk management when they start working in the insurance and banking is the complexity with the usage of data and technology and processes to ultimately have these institutions succeed so that the commitments that they have made to the borrowers, that they can hold those commitments. in terms of the success and failure from data analytics, I think the word that we have currently, data science, which has become more popular, is very relevant because science by itself means you're doing experiments, and when you do experiments, there's a success, and often there's a failure also. So I do have a lot of examples of that. Only thing I can say in terms of my experiences when I started out in this field, I was, enjoying doing the analysis. Didn't really think much in terms of how it will be useful for the users or for the business. But as I've matured in my role and moved up in the organization, I'm daily faced with the challenge of how to make the analysis relevant, how to provide the insights for the users who are not very close to it. So there are many examples of these that I could give, but I think at this point they might be too technical. And the failure, I think, is part of this. I don't look at failure in this field as something, it is the end of it. We learn a lot from the failure in the field of data science or predictive analytics.